Well, good morning, everybody. How are you today? Welcome to Churchside Chat, and we're actually church inside chat today. So thanks so much for tuning in. Sorry for the confusion here. It's been a day of technical difficulties today, so hope you're doing well. We had talked last week about being not too sure of whether we will be on a Wednesday or whether we will be on a Thursday, and we're still trying to figure that out, how that works. But it's just me here today. So John, and I'm in the church because I tried to start it out in the lobby where we are trying to be, but it doesn't work unless I am connected to the Ethernet, which is a tangle of cords over here that I have to untangle, and then I was running late, so it was already too late as it was. So that is why I am here, and we've had some problems with a good camera today, so all kinds of things. So we're on the not so good camera, and we are in the church, and I am solo. So this is not going to be a particularly long episode. However, if you have any questions, let me know, because I am here for you. But it is just me. Does it sound okay? I mean, I've got my microphone here. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm going to try to improve the camera just a little bit anyway. See if I can do something real quick on that, just to make it a little bit better, hopefully. Be too contrasted. So hopefully that makes it just a little bit less glary though there. So how you doing? How are you holding up in this quarantine in this area in the next segment here? So here's the plan. I was trying to coordinate. So Father Ashmore is out at Camp Tekakwitha this morning. And he is celebrating Mass down there. They're doing training for the summer programs they're doing down there. So he is having He is down there, so he has Mass, I think, at 11 today. And then John, normally he's taking his free day on Wednesday, and we kind of forgot about that when we were scheduling this thing. So he's off somewhere else. I forget where he said he's going, but he is off on Wednesdays generally. So we're going to try to figure out whether John can join us on Wednesdays or whether we're going to do it on Thursdays. We're trying to figure that out. And then tomorrow, I'm not sure Father Ashmore will be here either. I think he's planning on getting together with some friends. But here's what I have arranged. I'm very excited for tomorrow. So consider tomorrow is the real episode. So tune in tomorrow for Churchside Chat. But again, I'm here for any questions that you might have, and I'm happy to interact. But there's no banter. I mean, I can sometimes talk with myself. No, you can't. Yeah, I can. But so I can't really talk by myself. So we are missing that piece. But tomorrow, I have arranged, if everything goes according to plan, I'm planning on Zooming in Father Greg Hamas, who was the pastor at Most Pure Heart of Mary Church in Topeka, and now, as of today, he has started his new job at Prince of Peace. So he's in Johnson County now, just down the road, although Prince of Peace is not particularly close to us, but he's closer, so we're going to Zoom Father Greg in, and there might be John and there might be Father Ashmore, but tomorrow we'll have the former star of Being with God, Father, and our nemesis on Catholic Priest podcast. No, he's a really good friend of mine, so he agreed to be here tomorrow. So we will have some sort of better episode tomorrow. Father Greg and I will be here. That's the plan anyway. Lots can happen in 24 hours. But it'll be the two of us, and then maybe Father Ashmore and John will join us as well. But we'll just have to see. So Terry, you got a good question there. How many came to Saturday evening Mass? It was not a whole lot, but it was it was a last-minute addition. So we added the 5 o'clock Mass, and now that is back in. I was kind of hoping that we could just kind of hold that off until after the July 4th holiday, but there was a need, and so we are responding. I don't know how many people will be here for a Saturday evening on July 4th, but we'll see. So there were maybe 30, 40 people at the Saturday evening Mass at 5 o'clock. So it was a small crowd. But again, we just added it, I think, on Thursday. So it was a last-minute addition because The 10 o'clock Mass filled up on Wednesday. By midnight, it was already full on Wednesday. And so there was clearly, we were not responding to the need of everybody that wants to come to Mass. So we added another Mass. So it was not particularly well attended this past Saturday. I don't expect it to be particularly well attended this Saturday, although I could be wrong. People might want to come to Mass before they go to do fireworks, but I'm expecting a rather small crowd for this Saturday, and then we'll see what happens on July 11th. So it's kind of a small crowd, but that's the plan now. We've added a couple extra Masses, one in English and one in Spanish. So we're trying to respond as much as we can, to move carefully about having enough space and having the social distancing and everything, the 6 feet marked out for everybody, and so we are trying to be good at inefficiency during this pandemic time, because clearly we could host the people that want to come to Mass in the church, even in one Mass, but that would not be good for social distancing. So we're trying to keep the numbers low by offering more Masses. So I think that 3 Masses should be able to get us through for a while, 3 in English, and then we also added a Spanish Mass at 2 p.m. So between those 5 Masses that we've got going now that are open to the public, we think that there'll be enough to get us for a while. And we'll see what happens in the future. Now, here at Good Shepherd, we're also trying to be pretty careful. There are some new kind of regulations or whatever, but we're still wearing masks throughout the Mass, trying to be extra careful. I've got lots of people who have given me feedback on what they're wanting and expecting at Mass. So at this time, we are still currently wearing masks and doing the social distancing and everything, trying to be real careful about that. And then Eucharist Deliveries, if you are interested. Also, I had several people that signed up to help me with Eucharistic ministry, and I appreciate that. And I will be in contact with you. At the moment, I am able to handle those Eucharistic deliveries to people's homes. Currently, I'm able to handle that myself. So I have about 14 stops, and that's what I'm doing on Sunday afternoons right now. Currently, since we don't have a 5 o'clock Sunday afternoon Mass, and I am done with Masses here, either after the 12:15 Mass, if I am filming that one, or after the 2 o'clock Mass if I am celebrating that one. So I can start making my communion calls about 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I think last week it took me about 2 hours or so, and I was just making all the rounds. So they're going pretty well. Currently, I kind of see that that's, as long as I can do it and it's not overwhelming, I am doing it myself. I do appreciate the interest that we have for Eucharistic ministers to step up. I do have Pat Hayden. I'd like to come out and see you. I don't think I can come out there every Sunday. I need to stay at least somewhat local here, but I hope that you are getting communion, because someone, was it Jan, that said that she was going to bring communion to you? I don't remember who it was. So hopefully you're getting taken care of. But that's a little bit outside of what I can do at this point in time. But I'd like to come at least once. But the other thing that was said by at least one of the people that I was visiting is that they really want to have consistency of Eucharistic ministers as well. And I hadn't thought about that when I was inviting help. But the people that are staying at home, many of them are trying to avoid as much contact as possible. That's why they're in their home, because they might have some sort of extra thing that puts them at risk. So the fewer people that come, that means the fewer contact that they have. So there's that desire for that consistency of ministers for the Eucharist. So currently, since I'm not overwhelmed, I can handle about 14 stops on a Sunday afternoon. But once I get to needing more, then I will certainly call upon some help. So that's how they are going there. The church is cleaned between Masses with that device that Brad demonstrated. It is. It's not done after every Mass. Now, the church is cleaned after every Mass with the rags, but the machine, we don't run the machine after every Mass, but we run it frequently. So that's that would be too much to do like after each Mass, and I don't know exactly what that thing costs us, but we are doing the rags after each Mass, and we're doing the smoky thing frequently, but not after every single Mass. So, and now John, the seminarian, knows how to run that machine too. So when Brad is unable to do that, John can do that as well. So those are. Does anyone else have any other questions? Let's see. What else am I missing? What else are we talking about? Don't forget the Lollapalooza, the virtual Lollapalooza is coming up. So that is in 2 weeks. I think that's correct. The 12th, 13th. I think that would be 2 weeks from now. I'm excited about that. I don't have a whole lot of information of what that will look like, but I need to follow up with Mary Catherine on that. But I'm excited. I hear that was really fun with what Bishop Miege was doing, and I think we're kind of modeling many aspects and we watched what they did and applying that here for Good Shepherd. So that's one piece there. And then we also, in case you missed it, we're having a logo contest. We are wanting to upgrade our logo. Currently, you can see our logo, if you will. It's in the, it's a little Jesus there that is the Good Shepherd. And you can see it at the top. The Good Shepherd Catholic Church is live there. And it's fine. It's not particularly, it's a little bit, it's not as distinctive as I think that you want for a logo. It's a little bit harder to reproduce. We want something that is more reproducible and recognizable, especially on tiny screens and everything. So we're having a logo contest. So if you or somebody that you know has any interest, and we take all levels, so we're taking sketches, we're taking professional designs, we're taking everything. Now, obviously, the sketch won't be the final logo, but if you say, hey, I've got an idea, and here it kind of looks like this, then we can take that sketch to a professional logo designer and say, can you make this idea into a logo? So we're having a little logo contest. So more information, if you would like more information, I can send you information about that, but a flock note was sent out about that, and it's in our kind of weekly bulletin that we've got going on. So check that out. Any other questions that you might have? Let me go check over on the tube here, because I guess I'm just only watching the Facebook for the moment. Again, this is kind of just a preview promo show. The real show will be on tomorrow at 10 o'clock with myself and Father Greg Hamas and maybe somebody else. But we'll just have to see there. Where did it go? Here I am. But we'll just have to hey, there I am on a loop. So anyway, so that's about all I think that I have for today. I don't see any further questions for the moment. So tune in tomorrow for Churchside Chat, and hopefully I will be out in the lobby if I can get everything set ahead of time. And then it'll be myself and Father Greg Hamas and maybe somebody else. So thanks so much for tuning in today, and we will see you tomorrow at 10. That's the plan. So have a good rest of your day.